From Country Day High School, not too far from Detroit, the Women's Basketball League Tournament, the first ever edition of it, rolls on. Saturday afternoon action coming up. Detroit Shock and Cleveland Rockers. Back-to-back days of basketball, WBL basketball coming up here from Country Day. A lot of local flavor to the teams here today, and excited to bring it to you. Evan Stockton with you, alongside the rest of our hard-working crew, as we've got Detroit Shock against Cleveland Rockers. It's a unique setting here at Country Day. If you walk the hallways here at Country Day, you see the athletic talent that has graced Country Day, specifically basketball. Chris Webber, Shane Battier amongst the men who have played outstanding high-level basketball here at Country Day. And don't forget about the women's basketball team, which has made so many trips to the state championship game and won so many of them, it's hard to count them all. 13 exactly in terms of the state championships, and a couple of Country Day alums amidst the players that we will see on the floor here today from Detroit Country Day. Specifically starters for the Shock: Adoria Williams, Lachelle Austin, Kamari Donald, Taylor Williams, and Rose Mishaw. Big-time flavor in terms of Michiganders between the two teams, and keep an eye out for 33 for the Detroit Shock you're about to see in a second. Taylor Williams, very highly decorated in her collegiate career. Western Michigan, Michigan, and Northwestern amongst the stops for her. Rose Mishaw will be the one to jump it up for the Shock. 6'2" native of Wayne, Michigan, former Virginia Tech Hokie. She wins the tap, and off we go. Mariah Mitchell, the one who lost the tap for the Cleveland Rockers. They're in the gray, the Shock in those familiar blue and red. Austin cutting off a nice pass from Taylor Williams, and the Shock, no surprise, open the scoring here at Country Day today. Navi Williams brings it up. They'll pull a three and miss as Williams grabs the rebound. That was Mitchell who had the miss. You know, the thing about Taylor Williams, you just saw it as she grabbed the board and navigated up the floor. Long and lanky, remarkably athletic. That's who they get it to inside, and up and good. Taylor Williams was the first one here amidst the two teams. A little later start than anticipated here today. Taylor was first here before everybody, getting her shots up. You could see the great big smile on Taylor's face. And she grabs another board after the miss from Mitchell. That's who Cleveland's been running the offense through. Austin, a nice find. Mishaw lays it in. Mishaw, the lefty, played at a very good athletic high school basketball program here in Michigan. Mishaw, the former Zebra at Wayne Memorial. Yes, that is their nickname. If you're making a top 5 list of best high school nicknames in Michigan, Zebras have got to be up there. Williams pulls. First miss of the day for the Shock. These last couple of weekends of WBL action, they've been remarkably efficient. Offensive rebound, and Williams got the block. Mishaw was there too, as Precious Fields' shot was altered. Austin hits. Lachelle Austin, another one of those former Wayne Memorial Zebras. There's a couple of them on the Shock team. Austin started playing her college ball down the road at Ypsilanti at Eastern Michigan. Lachelle ended up at Ball State, which has a remarkably good program. There she is, off glass and good again. Lachelle Austin makes it 10-0 Shock, not even 2.5 minutes in. Austin really good in her college career, over 1,000 career points. Ball State, one of the banner MAC programs for years and years. Rougeau had to give it up. There is a shot clock here in the WBL. Shot was let go early by Fields and missed. Williams downhill. Taylor Williams, the definition of an athletic mismatch. Again, she's one of those players listed at 6'2", but she just plays longer and bigger. Williams had to give it up to a cutter. Mitchell lost the ball. They tried to slow down Williams. That's not going to work. Missed layup, got the miss, and got fouled. Rougeau committed the foul. We say this with love. If you follow Taylor Williams in her college career at Western Michigan, Michigan, Northwestern, that would occasionally be a bugaboo for Taylor Williams. She would miss layups like that. Her old coach at Western Michigan, Shane Klipfel, would get frustrated by that. Mishaw. You know, they say that it was all ball. Mishaw's kind of looking at the official going, wait, where's the foul? Tried to take advantage of that athletic mismatch on Mariah Mitchell. Long rebound in the corner. This time the Rockers track it down with Rougeau. She's wearing the Kobe's and the bright orange, which really pop off the gray jersey. She keeps trying that long-range bomb. It's not working for Cleveland. Taylor Williams brings it up the floor. Williams gave up the dribble, has to pass it out. Over 4 minutes in. All shock. Mishaw thought about it and had to give it up in that corner. Williams, good. That's one of those jumpers that Taylor Williams was working on when she got to the rim here early. They used to make the joke on SportsCenter, the lost art of the mid-range jump shot, and that was very clearly the case there. The long two. Cleveland cannot get on the board. The athleticism for the shot is an issue as Williams finds Donald. Kamari Donald, one of the rare shock players who is not from Michigan. Played her college ball, part of it at Morgan State. Field's not there. O-board, and no good for Badalong. Williams wanted it. Austin kept it and scored. Those two know each other from their days in the MAC. And timeout, we'll take it with them. It's getting late early at Country Day. The shock roaring. The offense all over the place. Williams and Austin combining on the last two.
The officials for today's game are Delonda Little from Detroit, Randy Henry from Detroit, and Michael Foster also from Detroit. Don't forget
About to come out of the timeout here at Country Day. You can feel for the bench for Cleveland. You know, sometimes you watch a sports game, right, and you can just see the size mismatch. For better or for worse, you will see that first couple of weeks of the college football season, which starts, believe it or not, officially in 3 weeks. Week 0's in 2 weeks. You get some of these mid-major matchups, and the size advantage for one school versus another is just really, really apparent, and that's what we got here right now. Athleticism on display, too. Williams, the pull-up, pop, and she got the kind roll. Adoria Williams, local product from Mumford. You know, last year on the boys' side in Mumford High School basketball, had high hopes coming in, but ended up struggling to the finish line. Williams missed the layup. It'll stay here.
Shock basketball.
So that's now a couple of layups that have not gone Taylor Williams' way. Driving left this time and got the foul call. Williams, a really interesting college journey. Started at Western Michigan, then ended up at Michigan, finished at Northwestern. All three really good places to get a degree. Taylor Williams' mom played her college ball at Detroit Mercy. Detroit Mercy's men's team came real close to making the NCAA tournament last year, losing in the Horizon League tournament. 24, Marquila Snipes has checked into the game for Cleveland. Williams goes 2 for 2 at the line. That was something she worked really hard on in college, specifically at her first stop, Western Michigan. That coaching staff was honored to make more free throws. They kept telling her, Taylor, you're going to be shooting a lot of free throws, so get to the free throw line, please and thank you. And when you get to the free throw line, make them. Battle long was long. Mishaw the rebound. Fun to watch a crafty lefty out there. Let's see if they get it to her. Oh, it's blocked on the inside. Nice defense by Precious Fields. Precious, another local product from Cass Tech. Football season just around the corner. Cass Tech looking for a little revenge. Lost in the state championship game last year. Trouble at half court. Williams can go back and pick it up. It was tipped. Mishaw, that lefty, tough angle and missed it long. Rougeau on the hop. Lid still on the rim for Cleveland. Williams. Not that time. Taylor Williams, an active participant offensively, defensively for the Shock. Playing defense again. A tough shot wouldn't drop for Cleveland. Running out of time now to score in the first. Mishaw. Oh, man, how about it? Rose Mishaw stepping out from a long way away. She's had a long professional journey. Played some pro ball overseas after finishing with Virginia Tech. Another block on the inside for Williams. Austin ahead of the pack.
Number 11, Michelle Austin.
See, that's the type of thing, right, that Taylor Williams can do. Williams the block and the athleticism leading to transition, as that will count. And one for Precious Fields. Little shimmy shake right there to get just enough, and then got the contact on Williams. It's up and good. And the Shock will make a sub here. Shea Carter will check into the game. And she'll do so after a timeout. We'll take another timeout here at Country Day. Under 2 to go in the first. Shocker all over the Rockers.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey. Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Timeout called by the Shock, and one for Cleveland right before the break. Blessing Batalonga had the basket for Cleveland. 5'5" guard from Ann Arbor. Had a couple of high school stops. Ann Arbor Skyline, Ypsilanti Community High School. Coming up on 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. That was gorgeous and a finish for Williams. Nice little pocket pass. Williams to Williams, Adoria to Taylor. They're not related. On the inside, Cleveland has back-to-back baskets. That's Snipes for 2. Cleveland's not been able to go inside like the Shock have. Mishaw off glass. That's 6 points for Rose Mishaw, whose first name is Alana, by the way, but she goes by Rose. Williams out of nowhere had the theft. And there's the foul call. She was hunting for one.
Foul is on number 12, Mariah Mitchell.
Foul's on Mariah Mitchell. So if you're a big sports fan, you've probably heard the story about how Roger Clemens, the great pitcher, the strikeout artist, named all his kids the first letter K because when you score a baseball game, K is for strikeout. They've kind of got a similar thing going in Taylor Williams' family. All 5 of her siblings, they start with the letter T. You know, if we'd really done our research, we would have asked somebody why that's the case in Taylor Williams and her family, but we'll have to find that out at a later date. Rougeau hits. That's a good-looking shot from the outside. So Drea Rougeau's taking a couple of threes from that same spot. Mishaw miss. Austin board. LaShelle Austin got the foul call on Batalonga.
Foul is on number 15, Blessing Batalonga.
You saw the go for the steal, and then that left Rougeau open for the 3. Taylor Williams overcommitted a little bit. One more coming for LaShelle. Speaking of siblings, she's got 7 brothers and sisters. 3 brothers, 4 sisters. And if you grew up in any sort of family with any siblings, I've got a couple of brothers. All those other siblings will take credit for one of the other siblings turning out to being a really good athlete. We just beat him up, you know? It's usually how these things go. Turnover, Cleveland. Williams, good. Was not missing the layup that time, and she's got 13 of the 33 for the Shock so far. Tough shot. Rebound. No. First quarter. Over. A lot of talent. The Detroit Shock have a lot of players who have played high-level basketball collegiately over the years. Some pro experience in their ranks as well. They're looking the part. After 1 quarter at Country Day, it is all Detroit Shock.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Second quarter about to begin here at Country Day, a gym that's seen a lot of high-level basketball over the years. WBL action on this Saturday afternoon, the WBL tournament, inaugural edition of it. Detroit Shock all over the Cleveland Rockers. They scored the first 21 points of the game, utilizing that athleticism to make life tough. Rockers have taken a lot of outside shots. They've hit a couple, missed more. Taylor Williams on double-double watch already. She had 13 points in that first quarter. Williams. Oh, she got the kind roll. It's that type of day for Taylor. 15 for her. Rockers moving quick. Tough rims, one drop. Snipes had the miss. And then Cleveland had the turnover. Austin fouled by Fields. She'll laugh it a little bit. She goes to the free throw line.
Going to the line.
Tough break, by the way, for the team here at Country Day. High school-wise, they were expecting to be pretty good this year. Christian Cast, one of the best players in high school basketball here in Michigan, is actually transferring to a school out of state. If you follow high school basketball here in Michigan, you know that that's kind of a troubling trend right now, as a lot of high-level talent is leaving for prep schools. Darius Acuff kind of started a trend a couple of years ago, started at Cass Tech, left for IMG. He ended up being a top 10 pick in the NBA draft. Carlos Medlock at Wayne Memorial. We've been talking about that high school on this broadcast today. He left for a year. He's about to be at Michigan State this year. Fortunately, a whole bunch of players are leaving the state right now. Williams to Austin. Two Michiganders connecting again. Former Cougar at Macomb, Dakota. Taylor Williams finding a former Zebra at Wayne Memorial, as Williams commits the foul on the Cleveland drive. Navi Williams to the line. Went to high school at Cristo Rey in Detroit. Really impressive high school in Detroit. Such a unique thing about this Metro Detroit high school environment. We're seeing a lot of former Detroit prep stars and Metro Detroit on the court today. You got schools like King, Cristo Rey, Cass Tech downtown, and then schools like Country Day out here in the suburbs with a rich tradition. Country Day's most famous former student, not an alum, may be Robin Williams. Yeah, same actor you've heard of. Guy was in Dead Poets Society. If you're my age, of a certain generation, you grew up watching Robin Williams and Flubber. It's a nice drive to the rim, and Snipes has provided some solid minutes for Cleveland off the bench today.
Nice running layup by Snipes.
Taylor Williams, baseline drive, and a foul. Precious Fields has been attacked by Taylor Williams so far in this first half. Yeah, that smile is infectious for Taylor.
Second team foul on Cleveland.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I was wondering, watching Taylor Williams warm up and then also play today. We talked about the three different places that she's played collegiately: Western Michigan, Michigan, Northwestern. None of those shoes are from any of those places, so I wonder if she kept the shoes. I'm not sure. Taylor did just play professionally last year in Poland, in Europe. Wonder if that's where she got those. She got her free throw miss. And the Shock have it again. 2 minutes into the second quarter, all over Cleveland. Long-range bomb. Going off glass, couldn't get it. But Taylor Williams got the rebound and finish.
And the bucket. Number 33, Taylor Williams.
18 points, Taylor Williams. Navi Williams gets 2. Nice drive for Cleveland.
Davy Williams.
There was issues for Cleveland scoring in the first 5-6 minutes. Austin miss. Back tap by Williams. They say went off for her.
Cleveland basketball.
Substitutions here for Cleveland coming in.
Carter is out.
Both teams got to be careful as neither team's bench is deep today. Williams got another foul on Adoria Williams. It's another thing when neither team has a deep bench. You also have to be watching the foul situation.
Line shooting 2.
So Navi Williams to the line. Played her college ball in a couple of spots. Schoolcraft College locally here, and also Carver College out of state. Very proud of the way that she helps coach locally, youth basketball. You know, that's such a way for a lot of former players in any sport, right? But specifically in basketball, for a way to give back. How many former basketball players do you see that are helping out in various ways, being coaches, being tutors? You see that a lot in baseball too, right? You see a lot of players end their careers and then they end up being batting instructors, helping out the young guys and girls. It's really cool. Williams gave it up. Someone's got to shoot it. Oh, and it's down for Donald. She finally pulled the trigger. That was some darn good ball movement for the Shock. Williams had to give up the dribble. Fields wide open. Offensive rebound, Rougeau. And she's got her second three. Good looking shot. Sadrea Rougeau. Also ran some track in her high school days. Went to Ypsi High School. Taylor Williams. Oh, man, that was halfway down, and then it popped out. Rougeau leaning back, got a foul call. Austin looked at the official and said, "Are you sure?" They kept the call. By the way, our officials here at the WBL tournament, first ever edition of it, rocking different uniforms than they did last year. It's a sharp look with the red and white. One more coming for Sadrea Rougeau. She played her college ball at Clarion University in Pennsylvania. Also some time down at Goshen College in Indiana. Now there's so many schools in Indiana at the NAIA level, Division III, that play high-level sports. Something about that great state of Indiana. You can just find darn good basketball about anywhere you go. Of course, now Indiana may be a football state because the Hoosiers won the national championship. Mishaw made the basket, and I don't blame Rose for looking around and going, did you see them smack me on the wrist? That's got to be a foul. They didn't call it. She still got the basket. Williams. A little bit long. Nice bounce pass, Taylor Williams, the finish. That was a Doria Williams who found her, and she turned right around after that pass and had the goggles to her eyes. Good looking pass, and Taylor Williams has got 20 points. And she's got another rebound. Does she go coast to coast? Nope. Mishaw got the roll. Taylor Williams at this point may be on triple-double watch, and we got another timeout. 4:48 to go, first half. Halfway to 100, the Detroit Shock are. They're rolling, and we're back for the rest of the first half. Right after this timeout. Still just about half of the second quarter to go. Coming down the wire here in the first half. Detroit Shock all over the Cleveland Rockers. All right, so we've talked about the level of talent on the Shock. You've heard Taylor Williams. You've heard about her background today in terms of college ball. But there's a lot of former college stars in this Shock team. Rose Mishaw played at Virginia Tech. She's going to take a three and miss it long. Austin saved the possession. Another three, in and out. Tough rims. Donald, the miss. Taylor Williams was fighting for it, but it was taken away. Navi Williams. Oh, she called bank. It's just shy of 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, but I guess the bank's still open for her. Mishaw. Got her miss. Up and in. Mishaw got perfect post position there. You can kind of see that coming right away. That's that size and athleticism advantage we've talked about for the Shock. Tough drive on Williams and at the foul call. She knew that was coming. And as soon as Mitchell got the step, Taylor was hanging on for dear life. Friendly reminder for you. Another game tomorrow coming in the WBL tournament. These same Detroit Shock players will be back on the floor to take on Grand Rapids. Scheduled for a 3 o'clock start tomorrow. One more coming for Mariah Mitchell. She's officially on the scoreboard. Played collegiately at Rust College down in Mississippi. Henry Ford College and Grand Canyon also on her collegiate resume. Well, a good-looking free throws for her. Detroit native, played high school ball at King. Mishaw, floater good. That full game is strong. You wonder who's going to be the top scorer for the Shock by the end of the day. Lachelle Austin now has 15. Taylor Williams has got the 20. Rose Mishaw just scored 13 and 14 in terms of her points. Austin lost the ball. Big smile on her face. Batalonga up ahead. Fields. Mishaw lets it go out of bounds. One of the largest leads the Shock have had here. They scored the first 21 points as Cleveland, with their size disadvantage, forced to take a lot of long-range bombs. This is where you can kind of take away that advantage, though, when you get in transition. Rougeau will pull up anyway. Just made a couple of good-looking jumpers. That time just off. Williams. You know, Taylor Williams has 20 points in this game, but she's also missed 3 layups. We weren't joking when we talked about how that was an issue for her when she was playing in college. Navi Williams, reaching foul call, okay. They call it on Adoria Williams. Adoria Williams, one of the few players in this game who is in foul trouble right now.
At the line is number 10, Navi Williams.
So Navi Williams to the line after that foul. Shooting right into a basket with right behind it is the Detroit Country Day School seal. This school was founded in 1914. The motto of the school is sound mind, sound body, which they have in Latin. No, I don't know Latin. I Googled it. It is kind of amazing how many schools teach Latin. I mean, look, there's so many places of higher learning where Latin is in the motto. So many cities and towns where their mottos are in Latin. Rougeau, nice drive to the basket. Atypical of what we've seen from her today. A lot of shots from the outside. That time she was driving hard to the basket. Mishaw finishes. Good pass by Donald. She has been an excellent facilitator of the offense for the Shock. Williams, foul. Adoria Williams has been dinged several times in the foul department so far in this first half. Williams is at the free throw line saying, what are you talking about? That was a foul. That kind of looked like what she was pantomiming. Anyway. Williams leans down after that one popped out. You know, it is kind of funny. Pay attention to this as you're watching high school, college, not so much pro basketball, coming up when the season starts here in the not-too-distant future. But, man, there's some places with tough rims. Next time you watch a Spartan game at the Breslin Center, just notice how many of those shots rim off. It's tough. Williams goes 1 for 2 at the line. As Cleveland running out of time to slim the deficit here in the first half. Mishaw miss. Nice defense by Fields down there. Rougeau got it up ahead to Mitchell. And she threw it out of bounds. Williams was going to the left, then the pass was coming to the right. So it's shot ball. We do have that shot clock here in WBL play, 24 seconds, so everyone's got to go quick. Sloppy turnover by the Shock. That has been atypical in the first half, where they've scored a lot of points. Austin throws it ahead. Donald, the layup. Good for her. You know, she's passed the ball a lot in the first half. That time she gets to be the benefit of a pass ahead to her. There you go. Officially under a minute to go. The first half dominated by the Shock. Offensive rebound, Cleveland. Fields miss. Got it again. Not sure how. Got to go. Shot clock didn't reset. Williams not there. And yeah, that's a foul. Betalonga didn't mean to do it. She was just fighting for the rebound, and she ends up smacking Misha up near the face. Good for Blessing Betalonga to at least turn to Misha and go, sorry about that. Shot and game clock don't quite mirror themselves here. Shock don't care about that. They go quick, and Donald hits the three. Now she's into double figures with 10. So now you got Misha, Williams, Donald, and Austin, all with at least 10 for the Shock. Does Cleveland play for the final shot of the half? Yep. If they know how much time's left, they don't. And that is the end of the first half, where the Detroit Shock scored 61 points. They got to the 50 mark with about 4:48 to go in the first half, and then kept on rolling. We'll hit a break at halftime here at Country Day. It is all Detroit Shock after 2 quarters.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at bhprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today. Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you.
All right, we're back at Country Day. Going to start the second half in a few minutes. Cleveland Rockers and Detroit Shock. Shock got off to a heck of a start. Scored the first 21 points of the game. Frustration settled in for Cleveland early on. Although to their credit, throughout the second half, they were able to drive inside a little bit and hope to make things happen. 61-24, our score after 2 quarters. Taylor Williams led the way for the Shock in the first half with 20 points. Michelle Austin had 15, and Rose Mishaw had 16 as well. We'll be back for the start of the second half in just a few minutes. Hang tight. All right, we're back at Country Day. First ever edition of the WBL tournament. Second half coming up. Detroit Shock got off to a giant roll to start the game. They scored 20-plus points to start the game without Cleveland getting on the board. And now Cleveland coming back this side of the floor as we start the third quarter and start the second half. We'll be curious to see what they do in terms of attacking the basket. Took a lot of outside shots in that first half. And may be forced to take some more here in the second half. Precious Fields will inbound it. Fields and Williams, 2 of the 5 Rockers out there on the floor. Shock have got their 5 out there. Rockers in the gray jerseys, mixed with the teal. Shock in the familiar red, white, and blue. 3 ball on the way. Long-range bomb was not there for Navi Williams, who did drive a little bit in that first half. Mishaw up and under. Nice little finish. She's got 18 in the game. You know, we'd say that she's chasing Taylor Williams in terms of being the game's leading scorer. Taylor Williams no longer on the bench. Looked like she left at halftime, so Mishaw will have an easy chance to pass up Taylor here in the second half as Precious Fields puts one up and in. Williams to Carter. Shea Carter, long jumper. It rattles in, and she is on the board. Another Metro Detroit native. She's from Southfield. Mitchell. Austin back tap finding Carter. Carter gave up the dribble. Mishaw says, why not? Austin, nice one-armed rebound. Hard pass to a cutting Carter. Nice finish. Carter goes up and under. Growing up, she did some ballet, did some tap dancing, and those were some nifty moves down low. Mitchell will smile on her face as she tries to navigate the traffic. Turn it over in the corner. Williams. Austin. Yes. So now 17 for Austin. I think that'll be the intrigue down the stretch. Mishaw and Austin, who ends up being the top scorer for the Shock. Rougeau got her miss. Made it. Kamari Donald for three. Good. There's a jumper that's down for Donald, who was a facilitator throughout the first half for the Shock. Mariah Mitchell. Got it. Now the shots are starting to fall at Country Day. Donald throws it up ahead to Austin. Mishaw taps it in. So now 20 for Rose Mishaw. Big smile on her face. Offensive rebound Fields. And her mid-range is good.
Basket by Precious Fields on the rebound.
Coming up on 6.5 to go in the third as Mishaw is off glass and good again. Rose Mishaw with 22 points. Top scorer for the Shock, therefore top scorer in the game. Donald bounce. Austin. Mishaw, oh, she tried to save it. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Cleveland basketball.
76-33 Shock. So far in this WBL tournament, the Shock have been darn good in the scoring department. They have reached triple digits a bunch. And with still 6 minutes to go in the third quarter right now, that seems like a certainty. Fields shot put jumper, no. Williams. Rougeau took the rebound away from Fields. Give her another board in the stat department. Offensive rebound, Batalonga. Williams. Oh, nothing's dropping, but Batalonga's working hard. That's up and good. Blessing Batalonga. Now 5 in the game. Donald to Mishaw. And, yep, there's the foul call. Thought it was coming. Precious Fields, a mismatch, physicality-wise, ends up committing the foul. Rose Mishaw, well-traveled in her collegiate career, started at Minnesota, then ended up at Virginia Tech. She was a Gopher, then she became a Hokie. Big-time recruit when Rose Mishaw was at Wayne Memorial. Miss Basketball finalist. 4-star recruit, top 75 in the country.
And coming out of the game is Betalonga.
Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Fun for Mishaw and Austin to play together again. Both played high school teammates at Wayne Memorial. Mishaw, the block. Donalds, good.
Basket by Donald.
Having some fun hitting threes as the Shocker up to 80. Cleveland will try a three. That's good. Williams hits. To Cleveland's credit, those shots are starting to fall. They just weren't there in the first few minutes of the ball game. Defense has not been there, as that's another basket that's good by Adoria Williams.
Doria Williams. Bucket.
She's up to 4 points today. Mitchell. You know, I have to think, I was thinking about this walking around the hallways here at Country Day, looking at all the banners, all the trophies we talked about in basketball. Oh, that's a nice finish. High off glass and good for Williams. If you're talking about best players in the history of Country Day, right? On paper, you'd go, okay, it's Chris Webber. But you've also got Shane Battier. Both those guys were Mr. Basketballs. Both those guys led the program to deep runs in the state tournament. Country Day won a couple of state championships while Chris Webber was on the team. I don't know. The answer is probably Chris Webber. But Shane Battier was pretty darn good, too. Timeout will take it with him. 3:51 to go, third quarter. Shock 84, Rockers 40.
The championship game will be played right here at Country Day tomorrow.
Welcome to the new era of Prowlers Hockey. New owner, new store, new horn, fire, projectors on the ice. Yeah, this isn't your dad's McMorrin experience. This is Prowlers Hockey.
Secure your seats for next season now at phprowlers.com/season-memberships.
Back to action. WBL tournament at Country Day today. Shock up by 44. Trying to grow their largest lead. Not going to happen there. Off for Mishaw. Rougeau. And Mishaw grabs the miss. This is where it gets fun. Players like Mishaw getting the ability to come up the floor, show off that ability, but not quite her fault there. Miscommunication with Donald. She turned the ball over. Rougeau hits the three. She's made a couple of jumpers like that.
Basket by Rougeau. Give her 3.
So give her 13 in the game. Give her another 3 as the Shock get careless and
Basketball.
turn the ball over. Just about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Middle of August. You don't always think basketball season, although WNBA action going on right now. That's up and good as Fields puts it in. Donald pass. Rougeau running back. Tipped it out of bounds. Cleveland franchise in the WNBA just announced that they will be named the Sirens. Start and play within the next couple of years. Mishaw, grown cold a little bit, missed her last couple of jumpers. Rockers on the run, take a long 2 and got it. Oh no, they call 3, all right. Williams hits the 3. Navi Williams now with 13 in the game as they're starting to fall for the Rockers here. Entry fade to Carter. Carter lost the ball. Rougeau on go. And out of bounds. Shot ball. Carter will inbound it. Grad of Groves High down the road in Birmingham. Thrown out of play. It'll stay on this end. Swing to Austin. She was ready to shoot it. Did miss it. That's one of those shots you practice a lot, right? In the lead up to a game, curling off screen, shooting jumpers. Detroit basketball fans very aware of the amount of times that Rip would roll off a screen and hit a jumper. Pretty cool. Williams blocked. Nice defense by Mariah Mitchell. Rougeau has been the best player for the Rockers. That's now points 14 and 15. Misha, good. So now she's got 25. She'll likely end up being the top scorer for the Shock here today. Taylor Williams has got 20, but she's not on the bench right now. And Lachelle Austin has 17. Austin will bring it up as we come up on a minute to go in the third. 3 ball coming. Donald hit it.
All alone for the three-pointer.
Oh, we may have spoken too soon on terms of who's going to be the Shock's leading scorer because Mishaw's got 25. Donald now has 19. That's a 2. It is through. Williams with a nifty-looking jumper. Another long one. Donald in and out. Misha got her miss. And she's going to get the chance for 3. Physicality from Rose Misha. They're all fixing that wet spot on the floor. Misha miss. Misha got it again as Williams was the one who ended up committing that foul. Going to be a stat sheet stuffing type of game for Rose Mishaw. Now 28 in this one. Final half minute to go in the third. As the Shock lead is 40. And it's not 40 anymore. Long range bomb is good for Cleveland. It's Williams. The open jumpers are falling. 15 seconds to go in the third. Carter, catch, finish. 4 seconds to go in the third. Rougeau, good. Man, she's hit a bunch of long shots in this game. 10 minutes to go at Country Day. Shock with 94. Cleveland up to 58, but they need a lot more shots like that from Rougeau to make this thing a little interesting in the fourth.
Introducing Talent Tracker. Talent Tracker was designed by college coaches to locate and track softball talent just like you. Talent Tracker has advanced player profiles, complete with your metrics, and internet-secure profiles that are fast and easy to use. Every college coach has their own profile that you can visit, and it lets them know you like their program. On Talent Tracker, you can DM any college coach in the country. On the road or at home, Talent Tracker keeps you connected. Research schools and communicate with college coaches anywhere. Talent Tracker will give you the edge you need to start getting recruited today.
Ryan Reed, the guy who leads the whole operation here with the WBL, sitting on the bench with the Detroit Shock today. Poor guy, you probably notice. He unfortunately had a mishap trying to tutor some other young football players, grew up playing football. And unfortunately, Ryan had an Achilles injury. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that's a quick recovery. He was telling us before the game about how, hey, if I just want to walk, okay, it's going to be a quicker recovery. If I want to run, it's going to take longer. So, fingers crossed that everything's all right for Ryan going forward. Putting this together for the WBL as we start the fourth quarter. Shock 94, Cleveland 58. Mishaw's been the star today. And stripped on her way to the basket.
Shock basketball.
Mishaw with 28. We said just assuming that she'd end up being the leading scorer for the Shock as we were talking in that third quarter. But Kamari Donald does have 19. Mishaw now with 30. It is a hardline drive to the basket for the former Virginia Tech Hokie. Navi Williams now with 17. Cleveland, to their credit, started to hit some shots in that third quarter. It's Adrea Rougeau, right now their leading scorer with 18. That is miscommunication, and the Rockers are saying, wait a minute now, you're passing it one way, I'm going the other way. Pay attention, please, and thank you. Williams throws it in. Mishaw got it. Donald. Rebound, Austin blocked. Lachelle Austin blocked again and went to Mishaw, and we finally get a whistle. You know, that's one of those plays where you're kind of watching it going on and going, they're going to call foul here at some point. We finally did. So the Shock will go to the line. Mishaw will go again. Talked about how when she was in high school, she was a Miss Basketball finalist. Well, she averaged 23 points per game and 12 rebounds per game. Yep, those are the type of numbers that'll get you, A, to play high-level college basketball, like she did at Minnesota and Virginia Tech. And also, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who will consider you for Miss Basketball with those numbers. A lot of high-level women's basketball talent inside this gym here at Country Day. Talked about how they've won 13 girls basketball state titles. They've made it 17 times. Although by their standards, it's been a title drought for Country Day. Nice roll to the basket, and Batalonga gets two. It's not just basketball here at Country Day. Excellent athletic programs all around. They're hoping for big things in football this year. That's a good-looking jumper. Now Donald with 22. Anthony Cartwright, high-level football player for Country Day coming in this year. He's committed to go play his college ball at Oregon. We got a wet spot in the backcourt that we got to fix. There has been a run on Michigan high school talent that has gone to the Oregon Ducks in football recently. Dante Moore, probably heard of him. Star quarterback for Detroit King. Heisman favorite coming into the year. He may be the top overall pick by this time next year.
Congratulations to the Shock for reaching the 100-point mark.
Dakota Garant, top wide receiver in America. Playing his high school football at Harper Woods. He's got one more year. And Anthony Cartwright, Country Day football player, will be playing for the Oregon Ducks after this year. We were talking about earlier in the broadcast as well how Christian Cast, very high-level basketball player, actually transferred away from Country Day after this year. Got that wet spot fixed. Inbound and off we go. Coming up on 8 minutes remaining. Shocker officially over 100 points. How high can the total get? Can they get to 125? Can they get to 130? That's not going to help as it goes out of bounds. Mishaw with 32. That's another thing. Let's follow. 54 for the Detroit Shock. How high can she get? Rebound off the miss. Batalonga up to 9. So this is a peek behind the television curtain. I've got this piece of paper in front of me called a spotting board where there's info on players and stuff. All this info you're hearing me rattle off as Williams hits the 3. It's not just off the top of my head. It's all written down in front of me. On my basketball spotting board, I have room for someone to score 32 points. Well, Mishaw's got the 32, so we're going to have to start drawing the numbers here if she keeps scoring. It's a good-looking jumper by Mitchell. She's up to 7. Coming up on 7 minutes remaining. And a 40-point lead for the Shock, trying to get Mishaw some more points, but goes out of bounds. One more WBL game tomorrow. It'll be the Detroit Shock against Grand Rapids. Game scheduled to start 3 o'clock tomorrow here at Country Day. Mid-range J, no. Donald a rebound, and Rougeau coming back like a DB to pick it off. It's that time of the year, too, where there's preseason NFL now on the TV, and you watch it for about 3 minutes, and then you remember it's just preseason. Williams got blocked. They did not call foul. Carter to Mishaw and make it 34, as we got to draw a little bit more on the spotting board. 106 points for the Shock today. Rougeau with a shot clock under 10. Corner pop. Mitchell, no. Austin got the board. They're running out again. Austin found Carter. Donald says, why not? And that's a good decision. That's 3. So 25 for Donald. Mishaw's got the 34. I guess that battle for Shock top scorer is not dead. Batalonga goes in. Couldn't get her miss. Austin delays. 5.5 remaining in the 4th. Scoreboard says 3rd. They forgot to fix it. Fields. Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Rougeau will try. She's been good at that all day. That's 21 points for Sadrea Rougeau. You know, Cleveland's going to end up at this rate, probably around 80 points. That's good enough to at least put you in the thick of the fight in a lot of basketball games, but the Shock's scoring prowess has been on display here. And travel.
Traveling on the Shock, it's Walker basketball.
Kamari Donald traveled. Rare mistake for the Shock. Still under 10 turnovers in the ball game. Oh, a 3 ball, that's down again. Williams to 20. Navi Williams and Sadrea Rougeau both with over 20 in the game. Again, scoring for Cleveland after the slow start. It's picked up. Just not enough to overcome all the Shock, what they're doing. Mishaw, tough fall away. It's still good. 36. That's that type of jumper that you've been working out in the driveway for a long time. Rougeau was long. Fields got the miss. And a jumper good for Mitchell as Cleveland starting to get hot. Williams blocked. Mitchell got the block. What does she do? That's what she does. Mariah Mitchell now has 11. As the Shock can't make one. But Mishaw has got a couple more. That's 37 and 38 for Rose Mishaw. With Taylor Williams not available here in the second half, it has been the Rose Mishaw show. 3 ball. Wouldn't go. A lot of cracks for the Rockers. Nothing cooking on that trip. Lachelle Austin for 3. So she's up to 20. Austin, Williams, Donald, Mishaw, all with at least 20 for the Detroit Shock offensive explosion on a Saturday afternoon. Cleveland's got a 3 with Fields. Austin, no. Starting to get to be shooting practice down the stretch here. Cleveland with the 77 points, but still down by a quarter plus 15. It'll be Shock ball.
Shock basketball.
Again, got the one more game coming up tomorrow, 3 o'clock, WBL tournament, first ever edition of it. Detroit against Grand Rapids. 3 ball good. Donald with 28, but running out of time to pass Rose Mishaw and her 38. Good. You wonder how good these women are shooting threes? Precious Fields knocks it down.
3 more for Precious
Again,
Fields.
Cleveland's going to get to 85 points just about in this game, but the Shock, we were wondering 125 or 130. Well, that's what they're trending toward. One drop there. Some tired legs late in a game that's featured 200 combined points. Almost 202. Betalonga, no. Mishaw Stet, sheet stuffing day continues. Coming up on a minute to go. Oh, it's off glass and good. They count all the same. Adoria Williams kind of looking around going, oh boy, should I be proud of that? It counts all the same. No one's going to check after. You're good. Mishaw's got the miss. Did the shot get to 130? They're going to start putting up some shots. Donald hit it. It's still in range. She's got 31. And now part of the deal here is, too, if the shot get to 130, how quickly does Cleveland shoot? Oh, they're shooting quick. Why not? Lachelle Austin. Donald's got the hot hand. Does she shoot? Rougeau with a playful closeout. Nope. And Dream for 130 may be extinguishing. Rougeau says, why not? That's why. 24 for her.
Another 3-pointer for Rougeau.
Mishaw. And that should do it. Cleveland ends up scoring a very healthy 83. Problem is, the Shock scored 126. Austin, Donald, Williams, Mishaw, all with 20-plus points. Rose Mishaw ends up with 38. And that is a big smile and a celebration for the Detroit Shock as they score 126 in a win over the Cleveland Rockers today. Well, we got the one more game of the WBL inaugural tournament tomorrow. That will be the Shock against Grand Rapids with a scheduled start at 3 o'clock from Detroit Country Day tomorrow. For today from Country Day, that does it for us. For the entire hard-working crew, Evan Stockton saying so long from Country Day. The final, Shock 126, Cleveland Rockers 83. Hope you go enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
And fans, don't forget tomorrow